Hey guys, welcome to Jihl Nabaat's Lost Chapter in DFFOO Global. Now I didn't really pull for Jihl, don't really have a lot of interest in her kit. So this run is going to be a ticket mission run done in 2 turns and using a fully bronze Jihl Nabaat. She only has a 1-star weapon and armor equipped, just to prove that it can be done without any gear. That being said though, there are 3 things that you need to take note of in this run. First off, you need everyone's U2 crystal passive equipped. That is the crystal passive that gives everyone a free instant turn at the start. In most of my past runs it didn't really matter, but in this run it does make a big difference. Secondly, for Jihl Nabaat, although you don't need any of her equipment, she still does need to be leveled to crystal level 90, which should be easy enough because crystals can be gotten for free. But on top of that, you do also need Jihl Nabaat at least force level 23, because that does impact the speed of which she charges the force gauge, and you need every single percent that you can get out of her. On top of that, you do also need to equip her S1 and S2 extensions, which is actually free. You get those from leveling up the crystal level. If equipped properly, as you can see, her S1 and S2 icons will be blue because I don't have her C15 and 35 passive, but the font on the ability will be red, and that signifies that you have her extensions equipped. Beyond that, I did not remove any passives from Astos or Paine. Now the turn order that I took is extremely precise because the timing is crucial. For one thing, I used the Raijin LD call right before the boss hits 50%, and the Raijin LD call also breaks the boss, and that helps to charge the summon meter. The Raijin debuff is crucial because it allows you to avoid the debuffs at 50%, and it will also cause the boss to do 0 damage to you when it hits 100% force gauge. Beyond that, the timing is also important because here at the end of Jihl Nabaat's turn rotation, I use one additional ability, and that triggers the boss's force attack, and the force attack breaks Jihl Nabaat, and this is done on purpose to allow Jihl to pass a turn without increasing the turn count. Finally, on Paine's turn, use both of Seymour's call abilities as well as Paine's BT+, and this should be just enough to bring you to 100% force gauge. Now this is consistent. I've done this run a few times just to test this out, and the result is the same every single time. Also, before I forget to mention, the party positioning is important. You must have Astos in party slot 1, Paine in party slot 2, and Jihl in party slot 3. There is zero flexibility on this. Now right after Paine's BT+, I popped Brother Summon, and that's done mainly to allow you to go into force time and get a few extra turns to build up your force gauge while denying the boss any turns. It is also nice because it helps me keep the turn count low, so the turn count is still at 1 turn at this point. Use S1 on Jill's turn, and you should use S1 even if you have, say, her PX or LD, because the S1 is high turn rate and it actually manipulates her turn, and that is actually important. You must get Jihl to push her turn up, otherwise it will impact the turn order later on, as well as the Pumice feather stacks. This is also why the party positioning is very important and you want Paine in party slot 2. With this setup, both Paine and Astos attacking will give the party Pumice feather stacks, whereas Jihl will not. And the setup will then allow Astos to get his turn at the end of summon mode with 3 stacks of Pumice feathers, which is just nice. If done correctly, Astos would have the final turn in summon mode, and he will have 3 stacks of Pumice feathers. Now here I use the Rain's LD call. The main purpose of the LD call actually is to just end summon mode, because I want to use Astos' BT+, but you obviously can't use it inside summon mode. While yes, of course the call aura and the turn manipulation is nice, you don't need it, so the only reason I did that is to just end the summon mode there. With all this said and done, setup is complete, so go BT+ and BT mode. Astos starting BT mode at close to 700% force gauge bonus is really bonkers, especially since this is Paine's force time. So every attack that you do more or less guarantees plus 90%, allowing you to hit 999% fairly quickly in the BT mode. And trust me when I say this, Astos will absolutely melt the boss. He does so much damage that the bosses actually die midway through the BT mode. This also leads me to believe that you don't really need 505 ultimate weapons. You can probably make do with significantly lesser, possibly even no ultimate weapon, but don't hold me to that. I did not obviously test that out. The long story short is that you don't need 505 ultimate weapons for this to work. Something lesser would probably be also enough. You also see me cancelling the launch. That's really just to save time, since both Paine and Jihl wouldn't do that much damage. They don't really have a lot of Brave anyway. Here I'm lining up 2 S1s with Astos, which is his hardest hitting attack, but the boss is actually already dead. Kind of a shame because the S1s does almost 100 million damage each. Anyway, that's it for this run. As always, if the video has been helpful, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!